Hello? Is there someone there? Hello? Hmm. Are you there now? Hello? Oh, there you are. Hi. Hi, you guys. It's me, Cupquake. Welcome to our Earth Day celebration. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Cupquake, and I work for the Girl Scouts of Southern Illinois. I am their outdoor girl engagement manager, and my job is to help girls like you find great ways to get outdoors and to discover all of the amazing things you can do outdoors that help build courage, character, and confidence. Can't believe that Earth Day has been around for 50 years. Despite what you guys believe, no, I'm not 50. I have not celebrated each and every year of Earth Day. Just the one since I was old enough to know what Earth Day was and all about. Before we go on, I would like us all to stand up and raise our right hand and do the Girl Scout promise. On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law. Now for the Girl Scout law. I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, and be responsible for what I say and do, and to respect myself and others, respect authority, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister for every Girl Scout. You may be asking yourself, what is this Earth Day event even about? Well, let me tell you, we got a lot of stuff going on today. We are going to be giving you a pickup challenge to see how you can give back. We are going to be bringing in some special guests, whether it be Girl Scouts young, Girl Scouts old, or Girl Scouts that you've known for a long time, coming in to talk to us. I'm really, really excited about it. And actually, since I'm working from home now, like most people are, I kind of want to introduce you to some of my friends that I've made around my house. I call them my new coworkers. But before I do that, let me show you around my new office. So I like to call this Bassin Shire. This is the little creek that runs through our property. We have our little toadstool and some flowers that we get to look at every morning and just really take in the fresh air. It's really nice, actually. I can't lie. Oh, sweet. My first friends are already out visiting us. So let's just go on over and see if maybe they will answer our few questions, why we are here and they are here. Hey, Creek and River, what are you guys doing over there?
We're just collecting some water from the creek over here. It's a great water source for any kind of habitat you have. We always store all of our water in this tree, especially in the spring when it's really, really rainy. Sometimes, if you put a stethoscope up to the tree, you can even hear the heartbeat. Why a heartbeat? Because the water is the life source of the tree, of course. Water equals life. Hydrate or dihydrate, you guys.
That actually sounds like a great summertime mantra. Do you guys have time to talk for a couple minutes with some of my friends from the interwebs or whatever the kids are calling it these days? Well, we're sorry. We love to talk, but we gotta collect water while it's the rainy season. Maybe come back later. Wow, that's really strange. Those guys must be busy collecting some water because they're pretty much like me. They like to eat a good breakfast, then a second breakfast, followed by an 11 C's and a lunch. Then you have to have your high afternoon tea along with a good dinner, coupled with a supper and maybe a little nightcap or two. All right, let's head to a different part of the Shire and see if we can see anyone. I think over here, yes. Hello, Ed Wood Mapleton. How are you doing on this beautiful day. It's so sunshiny and great and earthy, because it's Earth Day. Get it? Wink, wink, wink. Well, I'd say it's a quite beautiful day to meet Mrs. Sugar Mapleton. She is my best friend and buddy, and I don't go anywhere without her. Well, I'm a tree, so I don't really go anywhere 'cause I'm well grounded, if you know what I mean. Oh, you just always say the sweetest things. I think that might be because you are a sugar maple tree. And that's one maple tree that I like to tap for syrup come that cold February winter. And then I take that sap and I boil it down and drizzle it on some hot pancakes and eggs that I'll make you for breakfast, 'cause breakfast is the best meal. I could eat it for breakfast, I could eat it for lunch, I could eat it for breakfast for dinner. Any kind of breakfast is a good breakfast, even brunch. If you don't mind me asking, why do you guys both wear glasses? Is it because you're so old? Wow, what a nice question, I don't say. Why glasses? Well, you see, both of us, we were here years ago. You can tell our age by how wide our trunks are. That's the actual girth of our trunk. Yeah, um, not the glasses. Anyways, see, when we were planted here years ago, there was no road. And now there's this road next to us, and it's compacting our roots, and we're getting all of the pollution from the air. Anyways, long story short, it's hurting our eyesight, so we have to wear glasses now. Oh, wow. I guess what they say is true. Location, location, location. It's everything. Well, Mapletons, thanks for joining me. I know you guys have a really busy schedule, but we have a really busy program, so gotta go. Girl Scouts and Earth Day have a lot in common. And I think one of the most common connections there are between the two of them are that Girl Scouts want to make the world a better place and use their resources wisely. And in order for us to give back to our Earth, we need to do those things. We have lots of things planned throughout the day, and you can pick and choose what you have time to come to, or if you don't have time to visit something, you can always come back later and check us out on our Facebook event page and see that video, or join us on YouTube and check out that video then. Go ahead and look at the full schedule. If you look at the schedule, you'll see that on the right there is a link to all the different places where you guys can join me today. I'm meeting in a couple different places. I'm meeting in Zoom and in GoToWebinar. So when you guys look at that schedule, you'll see a link to that. You can just click on it and you'll be shot right over to that platform. Some places you need a password, and I have dropped that in down below for you. Some people ask me what is so important about Earth Day, or why do we celebrate Earth Day? And I think that we all kind of also love Christmas, and we think about how Christmas shouldn't just be one time of the year. It's that feeling that should be inside us all the time. And that's kind of how I feel about Earth Day. Is Earth Day does happen once a year, but really it's something that we should be really thinking about every day. How can we help make the world a better place? How can we help leave it better than we found it? And that's actually one of the things I'm really excited about this Earth Day event this year. Is this is our first zero footprint Earth Day event, and you guys all get to join in. So hooray, just for doing that. You guys have already made one step of a difference by saving some of those fossil fuels that you would spend driving to come visit us. Now, that doesn't really replace some of those great outdoor experiences we would have, like camping out or being next to a fire, canoeing, or rock climbing. But we get to do other amazing things, and today we will also be closing with a campfire, so I hope you join us in then too. Every day should be Earth Day, so we really want you guys to stop and think a little bit today and think about if you could make one Earth Day pledge, what would that be? Because later on tonight at our closing ceremony, we're going to ask you guys to go ahead and speak up and tell us what your Earth Day pledge would be. And we're all going to listen in. And then hopefully, after we hear all of your guys' pledges, maybe we can find a way to be a little bit more of a green, eco-centric person or household. So I think that would be something really great for us to look forward to doing in 2020 is making just a smaller carbon footprint. And again, remember, you've started it just by attending this program. So you might be asking yourself, how can I make my life a little bit less carbon footprint heavy? And I'm just going to kind of like spitball some ideas that I can think of real quick. So for me, my daughter's grandmother lives just right up the road, over the creek and through the woods. And we could just walk there instead of driving there when we want to go see her. You could also do that with some of your friends that live nearby. Just take a little hike over there instead of having someone drive you over there, or you could ride a bike. Another great thing that you could do is start recycling around your house. Just finding ways to reuse some of those items also before you recycle them is always really, really nice. Another thing that we do around our house is we try to dress weather appropriate. So, not really necessarily like full on like we would dress outside, but keeping that in mind. So, instead of cranking up the heat in the winter or on these last few cold days in spring, we just kind of button up and wear jackets and hats around our house so we don't have to really make it that warm and use all of that energy. Another thing is we try to have snacks that are bought in bulk. So instead of buying pre-packaged foods, we would buy larger items and then package them down in glass jars that we've recycled from other products that we bought in the store. All right, that's just a couple of ideas of things that you could do around your household. I'm sure that throughout today, you will get an idea of maybe other things that you might be able to do in your life or around your home. Also, next week, we're doing an Earth Day Spirit Week, and I have put together an Earth Day patch program for an Earth Day challenge starting April 27th. And one of those things on there is just how you can save energy and water and resources around your house. So look for that coming out on April 27th. Our Spirit Week, each day kind of highlights different things. We will also be posting a flyer on Facebook of what every day will be coming up. Okay, look at me now. I'm being horrible at keeping in my surprise until next week. I can't do it. Here is a quick, brief glimpse, small, teeny tiny preview. Not quite a spoiler alert, just a preview of what the Earth Day Spirit Week is going to look like. For the Earth Day pledge, you guys may be thinking, what could I pledge to do? And that is such a big question. You know, every year we make New Year's resolutions or we give up things during certain times of the year. This is kind of one of those things that we're asking you for 365 days just to pledge to make one effort to do something new. So maybe that's buy less fast food, or maybe it's shop just a little bit less online, or when you buy packages from, like, we'll say Amazon, instead of buying all of these like little individual packages here and there that get shipped throughout different days, you pick one day of the week and you get all of your packages on that day and try to minimize the amount of packages you receive. Or maybe it's that you pledge to use less toilet paper when you're going to the bathroom. I know that you should never use more than 2 or 4 squares of toilet paper when you go to the bathroom. Here's one that I always see when I'm at camp that kind of just cracks me up is whenever I'm walking by girls always have the lights on, and there's nobody in there, but the lights are still on. Just take that second and turn those lights off. You'll save so much energy. All right, I could go round and round listing off things, but I think you get the point. Really just pick something that you think will make a difference in your life and make a difference for our planet. And you have all day to think about this one thing that you could do. And remember, it doesn't have to be huge. You don't have to put too much thought into it. Just something that you can do. It could be tiny or it could be huge. So we hope maybe if you aren't getting to see this live, maybe you'll get a chance to go back and watch it later. Or maybe you need to fine tune some of the skills or rehear something you've heard today, and you'll have that ability. More importantly than anything else that you guys could do today, whether or not you don't join me for any of these activities, I just strongly encourage you to get outside for at least a half an hour. I don't know, maybe it's raining, maybe it's sunshiny where you live, because we're all coming in from different areas. It's really hard to tell, but just get outside for a little bit, whether it's smelling the rain or pitching a tent and taking a nap in the sun, a little siesta, if you will. Find some way to get out there and smell the roses.